guys, in this video we're going to be checking out the brand new Monogram International Teen Titans Go figural keyrings. Of course, we're going to have a look at an entire case, so sit down and relax, as this is going to be one of those longer unboxing videos I know you guys love so much. We're going to be checking out an entire case of the brand new Monogram International Teen Titans Go figural keyrings. Contains one figural keyring inside. Recommend for ages 4 and up, as there is a choking hazard. Not recommend for kids under 3 years of age. The back of the package shows exactly which figures we're going to be getting, or characters in this instance. We have Robin, Starfire, Cyborg, Raven, Beast Boy, Villain, Trigon, Silky, Pink Pets, Speedy, and exclusive A and exclusive B. I wonder what those exclusive A and exclusive B. The first one kind of looks like Robin. I'm not really certain on the second one though. What I am certain though is if you want to check out some really cool collectibles over at Monogram, not only do they sell and not only do they produce really cool figural keyrings that we've looked at frequently on this channel, but they also carry statues and other keyrings and collectibles too. So head over to www.monogramdirect.com. That's your address. That's the website where you want to go to if you want to check out some really cool collectibles. That being said, these are also available at comic book stores and other retail stores as well. So if you're looking to pick these up for yourself, I always say go to your local comic book store, support those stores, because they always like when you guys come in and check out their wares. So let's open up the first bag, and we'll keep opening up every single bag until we get to the end of the video, the end of the case, and then you'll see hopefully an entire set. For starters, we have the Silky, or Pink Pet. I like that they, for starters, I like that they kept to a very anime-looking style to the characters. It's actually a slight departure, and I'm wondering if that's going to be a consistent trend with all the other releases in this wave, because generally, if you've seen the Teen Titans, or really, if you've seen the Monogram other collectibles, they generally have a good, consistent look to them. This is a very distinct, different look to them altogether. Like this, that doesn't really look like the other Monogram stuff, and I really like that. Big smile, big tooth there, and fully sculpted on both sides. You'll always get both sides sculpted on the Monogram pieces, and again, there's your key ring. It's attached to the noodle, the noggin there at the top of Silky there. Not bad. That's a good way to start. I love the coloring here on the piece. Okay, so let's put. Will it stand? Maybe not. It may not. But let's keep going until we, like I said, go through entire case. I love doing these. These are one of my favorite reviews to do, where we do uncasings of stuff like this. The next one we have is a very cool and collected Beast Boy. I say cool. Look at the shades that are being sported by Beast Boy here. His coloring is that of some pink, some black. He's got a purple jacket going on there as well. Of course, his green skin. Like the sculpt of his hair too. That's zany hair. Not to mention his ears are sculpted in as well. These are, again, it's a soft kind of rubber material that they make use of. But it also looks like too, and I've mentioned this in other videos, that when they make them out of sectional pieces rather than taking one mold and painting it. So meticulous detail. You always get, you never get any quality issues where paint is like overlapping one another or something gets left off. That is a fine looking piece. There's Beast Boy. Let's go ahead and open up bag number 3. You know what? One thing I've never really done though is counted how many we get in here. I don't know if it actually, the case says how many bags you get inside. It says collect them all. It says figural key rings. Does it say a quantity? Let's see if we can actually count these. This is the third one, right? So we're going to count that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24 bags. I'm assuming I counted that correctly. 24 bags in this case. So if you are wondering how many you get in a case, I'm going to say ballpark, I'm going to say 24. The next one we have is another Beast Boy. I like the reflection also on his glasses. That's a nice touch. Okay. Let's not forget. Oh, we don't have nothing to forget because I thought I left the other bag unopened, but no, it has been opened. Now let's open up bag number 4. And inside we have Raven. Love the I guess can't really say sculpt, but I love the expression on the face of Raven. But they have sculpted in the blue, little blue magic on her hands there. Nice looking piece. And the cape, there's the cape on the back. Now they are a little thinner than some of the other pieces. Like Beast Boy comes across a little on the thinner side. I like that they do have a cartoon design to them. That might actually be my favorite so far, is the Raven. I could ask you guys what your favorite is, but technically we've already looked at 3 characters, so that's not really a fair gauge. But certainly at the end of this video, let me know who your favorite character was from this entire case. We have yet another Silky Pink Pet. And actually it says right there, Silky, and then in brackets it's got Pink Pet. Okay. I like the color. Again, love the coloring on that. Here we go. Now that we have kind of a gauge to go by, we have about 24, again, 24 to go through. We've already looked at, this is the 6th one, so you can kind of gauge it from there. So about 18 left to go. Here we have Trigon. He, on the back, looks a little bit more red than in person. In person, he's kind of got more of a raspberry color with kind of a pinkish, give or take, pinkish sideburns and hair, which the hair goes all the way to the back. I like the big arms, and he's got five eyes there. And his little horns. That might be a tough one. I initially said this one was my favorite, but I feel like Trigon could give her a run for her money. Let's see if maybe there is a new favorite as we open up the next bag. And as I already mentioned, these are currently available in comic book stores, so if you're looking to pick these up for yourself, hey, this is neat. This is exclusive A, but what we have is kind of a black and white Robin. It's kind of like Robin, where he's all white except for his mask, his hair, and of course the Robin logo is painted in black. Very cool. The sculpt is also really decent too, that if they had given this guy the full color treatment as the regular release Robin, right there with the finger pointing outward, I think that would also have looked really good on this guy too, but not bad. And just like that, normally we get like the exclusives later into opening the cases. We got the exclusive right off the bat, Jack. Right off the bat. Inside we get ourselves another Beast Boy. There he is right there. Sorry, what? Oh, costs on these? These are generally, I think when I've seen them in my local comic book store, they're about $4.99, $5.99. They're about a $5 price point. So they're fairly inexpensive if you want to get into collecting. Sometimes I get comments and questions from you guys. I want to get into collecting something, and I don't know what. Well, this would probably be one of those somethings that I would recommend. The Monogram stuff, I mean, they cover basically so many different properties, and all the stuff that they produce are high quality pieces, and they're also fairly inexpensive too. So that's things that you want to look for when you're collecting stuff. The price point, you don't want to be collecting cars, unless you want to be dropping, $20,000 to $100,000 to even more, depending on what kind of car it is. You could collect, thumbtacks. That's not very exciting. But if you want to get something fun, these are, again, a fairly affordable collectible. And you get a wide range of different characters that you can choose from. So like if, for example, you're more into the Disney stuff, you could collect solely the Disney Monogram pieces. If you're more into the comic characters, such as, for example, the Teen Titans, you can get a character, well, you can get this line here. And here we have Speedy. We've got the quill on the back there. Quiver on the back there. Nice coloring of the red. It's almost kind of like an orangey red. And the yellow strap, right down to the detailing there of the S on his chest there. Sculpting on the boots is nice. I like that. That's a neat looking figure. He's kind of got a smug look on his face. Wouldn't you agree? Let's do a quick tally of the which ones we got. I know probably too early into the game. Let's check, though, which ones we've gotten so far. Got a Raven, Beast Boy, Speedy, Silky, an exclusive A, and Trigon. Still got to get a Robin, a Starfire, a Cyborg, and a Villain, and exclusive B. Do you think we can do that? I have good hopes. High hopes that we will accomplish that. On a side note, though, I'm making considerable mess over here with all these empty bags. Questions I usually get as well is, what do you do with all these extras? Well, to be honest, I usually give them to either friends' kids, which they love me, or I also usually give them to charity too. Aw, that's so nice of you. Well, I like to share alike. Speaking of sharing, this would allow me an opportunity to share another Silky, as we've already gotten 2 already. Okay, we'll just put Silky right there. And grab another bag. We're about halfway through as well. If you have collected, I don't mean to interrupt myself here by saying this is Speedy, another Speedy. We have now 2 Speedies. But let me know down below, because I know there's a whole bunch of you that love collecting the Monogram stuff. What is your favorite collection? Do you know if you've collected a whole different series and different licensing from Monogram? What is your favorite collection that you have if you've been collecting these? I know a lot of people like the Disney stuff. I mentioned the Disney stuff before. The Disney stuff's a good go-to if you are collecting the Monogram stuff. I kind of like the Nightmare Before Christmas line, and I'm really excited because you know what I'm like. I'm really excited for the horror line of horror characters that they've got coming out too as well. The next one we have is Villain. Kind of a robotic character, like a little knight. I guess he's more like a robot. Great coloring on this guy, even though he is really just subtle variations of gray. The light gray, the dark gray, nice piercing red eyes there as well. Villain. There's the back of him right there. And you can see how it's a nice secure loop around the ringlet that leads to the key ring. Still to this day, I've got a couple of these that I keep on my keys, but the only downside, though, is to have the collectibles as cool as they are, I really just don't have space. If I was to put every single one of these on a key ring for my keys, the irony is I just wouldn't have space for keys. And then I'd have to get a separate key ring just for keys. And then when I had that key ring full of keys, I would start adding more of these to those keys until there would be no more space for the keys. It's just a never-ending battle. In a good way, though. Next one we have is another Villain. Just to give you a size comparison, there's Villain next to Beast Boy, one of the earlier ones we looked at. Okay, this one's also a little thicker as well than Beast Boy, who has a much thinner build. I'll put Villain over there. And we're about halfway through. I know I said that before, but I think we're closer now to a halfway point here. Next one we have is another Trigon. I really like this one. This one, again, might be my favorite. Still a toss-up between that and Raven. Remind me at the end of this video, I'll weigh in my final thoughts of my favorite from this set, because we still haven't gotten a Robin yet, or a Starfire, or really for that matter, a Cyborg. So let's see if we get one step closer. And we do. Oh, look at this. Oh, that would be exclusive B. I was trying to think it was a character, and I was stumped. I was puzzled. Now I know. It's Teen Titans Tower? It's their headquarters, ladies and gentlemen. It's on top of a cliff or a little grass area, complete with a mailbox. I love the reflection coming off of the building here. And you flip it around, it's the same on the other side too. Like, if I dare say that might also be my possible favorite. Look how cool that is. You even see like the individual grass that's been sculpted in there as well. All on a keychain, guys. All on a keychain. Now you see the struggle I have to deal with trying to figure out which ones I'm going to put on my key ring. Let's continue now, shall we? Inside this particular bag, we're running out of space here. Got another Trigon. There we go. Little Trigon. That's a really cool color. I don't even know what color. What color? I said raspberry. I don't know if that's a proper description of color. It's kind of like a reddish pink, like a suntanned pink. We get a lot of speedies. We're getting a lot of kind of the characters we've already gotten still are being eluded by a Robin, a Starfire, and a Cyborg. This might get right down to the wire, which I have absolutely no idea what that even means. Right down to the wire. Like, what was the origin? Somebody tell me, what was the origin of right down to the wire? Where did that come from? In the meantime, yeah! There's Robin. Oh, look how cool this guy looks. Robin's colors presented very nicely here. One giant finger pointing up to the sky. Yeah, says Robin. Yeah, says me. That was actually one I was really looking forward to seeing, the Robin. Now, physically in hand, he delivers everything I would want, and so much more. We'll put the wrapper right there, and we'll move possibly my favorite right over to the side. We are now down to, let's count them off quickly. Let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. Wow, you counted that all by yourself? I really did. I know. I did. I'm just kind of gauging how many we have left versus how many characters we still have to get. We have a Starfire. Love these. I love the personality, the expressions on their faces. It's like it's taken right from the cartoon. Her very long flowing hair makes up basically the majority of her body, and then they've sculpted this smaller framed body over top of it. It's clever because a small framed figure like this would be very flimsy. By sculpting over top of the hair, as you can see here, it keeps the figure very solid, like the Keychain character very solid. So I like that. Speaking of like, right there, like, thumbs up. Thumbs up. Down to 4 more, ladies and gentlemen. 4 more. And let's just do a quick check. The check would be pretty quick. I think the only one we're missing now is Cyborg. We have yes, 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 and yes, Cyborg. That's the only one we're missing. And possibly Lemon Tart Squares. Look what we got inside. We have the final figure, and that's Cyborg right there. Look at this guy. He looks great. Again, looks like he was taken from the cartoon. Got his little legs going on there. Very, very big, broad torso. His face sculpt is great. That might be difficult. I feel like there's going to be some competition for my favorites from this set. And then the other ones, the other 3, let's see what we had left, just to kind of gauge quantities. Well, we did get another Cyborg, so at least he's not 1 per set. We don't have another Starfire, though, so let's have a look and see if Starfire makes another appearance. If not, she could be the rare one from the set. Of course, the exclusives, A and B respectively, you only usually get 1 of those per set. Got another Robin, so at least we didn't get 1 Robin. Okay. This one actually looks like it's missing a little bit of black there, or perhaps it looks like the flesh tone, they added an extra piece in there for Robin's mouth by accident. And the final figure, let's see if this is a Starfire. If it isn't, Starfire is the rare one from this release. And for the last one, I'm going to be very careful. I'm going to savor this moment. It's kind of like when you get to the last slice of cake. You know, you've kind of rushed through the entire cake, not even just willy-nilly, not even thinking, you know, I'm going to get to the end of this, and I'm going to really regret that it's now gone. I'm now savoring this. Savoring that last slice. All right, let's open it up. And would you not believe, well, I guess you do believe it because you see it now, we have 1 more Starfire. So luckily she wasn't the rare one of the set, but the Robin, the Starfire, and the Cyborg only got 2 per case. And then of course the the exclusives, we only got one of those in each one as well. So exclusives might be the harder ones to come by, but at least the other characters, you get at least 2 of them per case out of 24. All right, so here comes the hard part. Now trying to decide what were my favorites from this entire wave. Now that you've seen this entire uncasing, let me know down below your favorite figure. I might say, I'm just kind of going through the ones that we've opened here. I might say that my favorite is Cyborg. I really like how he turned out. The coloring's great on him. I like the face on him. Yeah, I'm gonna go Cyborg on this one. So Cyborg, I would say, is my favorite. Very close to that, I would say, is Raven. The purple looks great. The facial expression looks awesome. I'm going to say Raven is my second favorite. Get her to properly stand. She's only got a smaller footprint to stand on. I want to say that my third favorite is Robin, but I kind of liking the Teen Towers, Teen Titans building, headquarters, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to say Robin. Robin is my third favorite. Let me know down below, guys, what your favorites were from this entire uncasing. I certainly hope you guys have enjoyed. I love doing these unboxing videos. If you'd like to see more Monogram stuff, let me know down below. Let's see if I can get her to properly stand. Today, though, we were checking out, brand new, let's flatten out the bag here. Brand new, we were looking at the Monogram International Teen Titans Go figural keyrings. And we looked at what I think is 24 bags inside this box. That's what I'm going with. If you guys are fans of Monogram International, certainly head over to their website at www.monogramdirect.com. If you also like Monogram unboxings, would you believe that I got an entire playlist designated for Monogram unboxings? You do? I do. If you haven't had a chance also to subscribe to this channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that little subscribe button now. You won't miss a beat when it comes to future videos and future Monogram International unboxings as well. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time.